The day started quietly, and I actually woke up feeling in control for once. I had my notes open, my laptop ready, and in my head this was going to be a simple, small wedding plan, nothing dramatic, nothing complicated, just something peaceful I could manage like a normal human being. I should have known better because weddings are a family affair, especially when the bride took time to get married. It's a celebration. That illusion didn't last long. Mama walked in, ready for battle, or rather wedding planning, the wedding of her dreams. She didn't ask questions. She brought structure, expectations, and a folder that already felt heavier than the entire wedding budget. And I realized my small wedding is a futile fantasy.
Small wedding? It's a wedding, not a picnic. I didn't carry you for 9 months, give birth, and break my back working for you to get married so casually.
There goes my quiet morning. Before I even recovered, Illy's mother arrived with that calm, polite energy that somehow always means bigger expectations. Mama and my mother-in-law, my goodness, there's 2 of them. The combination, everyone was smiling, but every smile had a different price attached to it. Someone said elegant, someone said memorable, and someone very confidently added slightly grand, which in family language usually means nothing about this will be small anymore.
Something elegant, memorable, slightly grand. Exactly.
I just nodded like I agreed, even though internally I was already calculating damage. Then Evelyn. Illy's sister arrived with Illy, and the room didn't get louder, it got sharper. She didn't need to say much. Her presence alone felt like an opinion I hadn't requested. She looked at me like she was reviewing a decision that would affect everyone's future, but especially mine. So I smiled politely, because sometimes peace is just choosing not to respond to energy you didn't ask for. By the time the wedding planner showed the setup, things had already crossed into fantasy territory. Suddenly, there were layouts, themes, seating charts, and people were excited in a way I no longer fully understood. I tried to hold on to small wedding again, but it was already being quietly erased in real time. Later on, I unburdened myself to my best friend. Tabitha became my reality check. I started explaining everything, expecting sympathy. But she just laughed like she had already seen this story play out 100 times in different forms.
Give her a break. She's been praying for your marriage and watching other people's daughters getting married. It's not just your wedding, it's her triumph.
And honestly, that was the first accurate sentence I had heard all day. At dinner, everyone was exhausted from wedding talk. Apart from the Motors, of course. They will have their dream day, and avoiding anything that sounded like disagreement. Then my father and Illy's father quietly placed a card on the table, their contribution, well wisely avoiding being hands-on and interrupting their wives' process. The fittings for my Marora dress came next. I was wrapped in fabric. That was not of my choosing or taste. I wanted blue, but my mother's had other ideas. Why did it have to be green and gold? I tried to move, adjust, I hate it. Then I stepped into the white dress, and everything changed without anyone saying it out loud. Mama cried tears of joy. For a moment, all the noise stopped, and I think that's when it hit me. This wasn't just planning anymore. It was becoming real. Later, I bumped into Evelyn in the passage, And for the first time, she dropped the polite distance. I always knew she never liked me, but why?
I simply think my brother can do better. Deserves way better.
Ellie came looking for me after I was gone for a while.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. I lied. At sunset, everything slowed down. The noise faded, the argument softened, and I finally found a moment to breathe. Illy joined me quietly, and for once there were no negotiations, no opinions, just silence. And I realized maybe that's what love actually is, not loud promises, just someone staying in the chaos with you without leaving. Looking back, the entire planning felt like a group project nobody agreed to, but everyone still tried to lead. I thought, small wedding one more time, and I guess that's the funniest part, somehow, in all this chaos. I couldn't have our families any other way.